We have the details on the attack that occurred at Legends Hall on Monday night.
Denton joins other cities in passing a non-discrimination ordinance. I'll have more on the story later.
Broadcasting live from the University of North Texas, this is ntTV Nightly News.
Thanks for joining us on ntTV Nightly News. I'm Andrew Fancher.
And I'm Hannah Minch. One woman is sexually assaulted every 68 seconds in the United States, and college campuses are not immune from the threat. Last night, UNT PD issued a crime alert informing students that a sexual assault had occurred on campus Monday night at Legends Hall. Our reporter Michelle Brooks has more on the story.
Thanks, Hannah. UNT PD released that crime alert on last night at 7 p.m. to alert UNT students that a sexual assault had happened here at Legends Hall on Monday night. UNT PD said a female student was with an unidentified male that she had met on a popular dating app when the attack happened between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. on Monday. The investigation is still ongoing. According to UNT PD records, there have been 13 sexual assault complaints filed just this semester alone. So what are students to do if they find themselves a survivor of an assault? First, call UNT PD or Denton PD as soon as you are ready and file a report. Then you can go to the Survivor Advocacy Department at UNT. The website is now on your screen, and they have compiled a list of the resources students have access to after being assaulted. There are many different websites and phone numbers listed that survivors can reach depending on the help that they need. Survivors can also call UNT Counseling at 940-565-2741. You can also call the Government Advocacy Hotline at 800-565-HOPE. Tomorrow night, we will be doing a live interview with UNT PD officer David Kelsey to further talk about more in-depth resources as well as protective measures students can take. That's all I have. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Michelle. The National Weather Service now says that Monday's deadly round of severe storms not only claimed the life of one woman, but also spawned several tornadoes. The Monday night weather left a swath of destruction across Texas. The National Weather Service confirmed 10 tornadoes touched down in the following counties: Palo Pinto, Jack, Wise, Cook, Tarrant, Grayson, Dallas, and 3 in Montague County. In the aftermath of the destruction, neighbors came together, helping each other sift through the debris. First responders and volunteers are also working to receive and provide donations to those most affected by the storms. As for Denton, tornado sirens went off, but luckily we were only hit with heavy rain and strong winds.
Well, Andrew, I am happy to see that the sunshine is back today.
Me too. Now, if only some warmer temperatures will roll in. Let's see what our weather anchor, Gabby Carden, has to tell us. Gabby?
Thanks, Hannah and Andy. Now, the North Texas storms from Monday night are gone for now, at least until next week, but I'll get more into that later in the show. As you can see right now, the sky is pretty nice, the temperature's pretty nice, but the wind, not so much. Right now in Denton, we're sitting at 61 degrees. Feels a little cooler at 59, again, because of those wind speeds, currently at 17 miles per hour. Looking into tonight's conditions, the temperature is going to drop and the wind is going to drop, thank goodness. It's going to be 47 degrees and the wind speed will be 4 miles per hour. Now finally, looking at tomorrow's conditions, the temperature is going to rise back up to 55, feel like 52, and we're going to have some pretty nice sunny skies. But those winds are going to come back at 11 miles per hour. So dress accordingly and make sure you fix your hair before you leave the house. I'll have more on weather later in the show. For now, back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Gabby. There was a call for celebration last night after Denton passed its non-discrimination ordinance.
That's right, Hannah, and we have Taylor Davis at City Hall with more details. Taylor?
Thanks, Hannah. The Denton City Council has become one of only a few cities in the state of Texas to pass a non-discrimination ordinance. It happened last night after much debate. The ordinance prohibits discrimination against sexual orientation or gender identity as it regards to housing, employment, and public accommodations. Cities such as San Antonio, Dallas, Plano, and Fort Worth all have similar laws to Denton's new ordinance, which goes into effect on July 20th. Complaints must be filed to government agencies within 90 days of the offense. A city spokesman says the council is working on a website and resources for citizens to stay informed or learn about the claim process. If businesses are found guilty of discrimination, they could face up to a fine of up to $500. Hannah and Andrew, back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Taylor. One of America's most influential and famous political figures and first woman to serve as Secretary of State, Madeleine Albright, died this afternoon. She was 84 years old. Her family said she died of complications from cancer. Madeleine Albright was born in Czechoslovakia and came to the United States in 1948 to escape communist Yugoslavia. President Bill Clinton first approved her as U.S. ambassador to the United Nations. Then, in 1996, he appointed her as America's top diplomat, the Secretary of State. At that time, she was the highest-ranking woman in the history of the U.S. government. And in 2012, President Barack Obama awarded her the Medal of Freedom.
And today in Washington, another woman is making history. Supreme Court nominee Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson is facing questions from the Senate Judiciary Committee. Reporter Gloria Pazmino has the story.
Ketanji Brown Jackson arrived at Capitol Hill for one last day of questioning.
Senate Judiciary Committee will come to order.
Lawmakers focused on her criminal defense attorney record, and she responded to criticism that she has been soft on crime.
I understand the need for law enforcement, the importance of holding people accountable for their criminal behavior. I also, as a lawyer and a citizen, believe very strongly in our Constitution and the rights that make us free.
Brown talked about her brother, a former Baltimore Police Department officer and an Army veteran.
Law enforcement is a dangerous profession, and as family members, you worry when you don't get the phone call.
South Carolina Republican Senator Lindsey Graham questioned Brown on whether undocumented immigrants should be allowed to vote.
Under our laws, you have to be a citizen of the United States in order to vote.
So the answer would be no.
It's not consistent with our laws, so the answer is no.
After the hearings wrap, the committee will vote on whether to advance the nomination, which appears on track to happen. A final vote on the Senate floor will follow. I'm Gloria Pasmino reporting.
Coming up, what you can do against cyber attacks.
And 2 recalled products you might have in your home. We've got the story.
Somos papichulos, recuerden, don't mess with Texas, y'all.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, man. Oh, sorry.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Let's get started. This is a motor vehicle. This is the blinker mechanism. To use it, push it up for the right blinker and down to go left. You're welcome. It was easy.
Cyber attacks are nothing new in today's world, but how do you know if you're protected? CNN Jen Sullivan has some tips to keep you and your information safe.
The Russian-Ukraine war escalates. There's growing concern the conflict could enter a new cyber front aimed at American computer systems.
Every system is as strong as its weakest link. We don't want to be the weakest link.
While Russia could be aiming to hit American government departments, hospitals, and critical infrastructure and utilities, experts say the growing threat may create a domino effect that could impact average Americans.
Cybersecurity is essentially the security of every one of us who's part of the internet, part of the larger network of these connected devices.
Vahid Beyzadan, assistant professor of cybersecurity at the University of New Haven, says the first step to protect yourself, your digital devices, and everything stored on them is to make sure the software for your operating system, browsers, and apps are all up to date. And while you're at it, make sure your antivirus software is also up to date.
It's not the time to procrastinate. You'd want to install and configure that update as early as possible.
Beyzadan also says consider changing and choosing stronger passwords and using a secure manager to store every password. Another tip is to only use trusted Wi-Fi networks. And finally, be on high alert for suspicious emails, robocalls, or fraudulent links.
There's no reason to panic. We just want to use this opportunity to become a little more prepared.
For today's Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
Andrew, it seems like some more nice weather is in store for us, but temperatures might be rising.
That's right, Hannah. Now let's check in with Gabby Carden and see if those warmer temperatures are here to stay. Gabby?
Thanks, guys. Now I'm sure everyone wants to know about the storms coming up later next week, but first let's knock out these temperatures across North Texas. As I said earlier, Denton is sitting at a nice 61 degrees. As we go further south, those temperatures will start to increase. Let's see, Fort Worth is sitting at 63 degrees and Dallas is sitting at a nice 64 degrees, so not too bad for North Texas. Now let's take a look at that state map. Amarillo is sitting at 47 degrees, Austin's sitting at 68, and Oklahoma City is sitting at a low point around 52 degrees. Shreveport is sitting at 63 degrees, but right now they are dealing with some river flooding, so let's keep them in our thoughts. Now let's go on to our 7-day forecast. On Sunday, we are going to experience some partly cloudy skies, but before then we're going to have a full 3 days of fun in the sun. Thursday through Saturday, our highs are going to slowly increase from 67 all the way up to 81. Then on Monday, the high is going to be 87, and that will be potentially our last day without some rain for a little while. Tuesday, we have a 24% chance of rain in the evening, and Wednesday, we are expecting to have some storms. So as long as you're sticking with ntTV weather updates, we'll keep you updated on all those things you need to know. That's all I have. Back to you guys at the desk.
If you are a pancake or waffle lover, you may want to stay away from a particular brand. A nationwide pancake and waffle mix was recalled by the FDA. Continental Mills announced a recall of its great value buttermilk pancake and waffle mix. According to the Food and Drug Administration, cable fragments used to process the mixes were found in some of the boxes. The pancake and waffle mix had a Best By date of September 1st, 2023 and was delivered nationally to Walmart stores. So far, no related injuries have been reported, but consumers are advised to return the product to the place that they bought it from for a refund. Continental Mills is not the only brand that has been recalled recently. Select Jergens moisturizers are on the list as well for containing a harmful bacteria. The FDA is asking consumers to check their 3-ounce and 10-ounce bottles of Jergens Ultra Healing Moisturizer. It is possible that these bottles are contaminated with a bacteria called pleural E. bacter that could cause infections to people with weakened immune systems. Manufacturers are working to remove the product from warehouses and are asking retailers to remove the product from shelves as well.
Now, something that a good portion of us overlook is how important it is to take care of our body. Tristan Van Beem covered the importance of physical therapy for both mental and physical well-being in this week's Your Health segment.
Wise Health System is a physical health-centered service that provides treatments through physical therapy, sports medicine, nutrition, and more. They have locations in Decatur and Argyle and are established within the University of North Texas. Their goal is to help rehabilitate athletes and those with chronic pain through many services, especially physical therapy.
Anything someone might need on a physical therapy spectrum, occupational therapy, speech therapy, occupational health, we have a multitude of services.
Physical therapy is not about just focusing on the injury, but rather what the whole body needs.
Somebody with low back pain, you're going to come in for low back pain. I'm going to look at your flexibility in your hips. I'm going to look at your strength. What is the curvature of your spine doing, mid-thoracic area? So, I mean, your whole body would benefit from, a treatment, just depending on what your injury was or where your pain is or weakness, whatever that is.
Athletes commonly seek physical therapy-related treatments through sports medicine specialists.
We get the people back to their sport, do what they love, improve that quality of life that we all want to have in longevity.
Even non-athletes can experience chronic pain that prohibits them from physical activity. It is always a good idea to get this checked out.
If someone comes to us with chronic injuries, we do an overall analysis on them. When they come through, we screen them and do a complimentary screen of what the issue is, and then we pretty much see what's going on with them, and then we initiate a game plan for them for the long run.
When seeking treatment, make sure to keep in mind that every movement has a purpose, and physical therapy is a long-term process that will benefit your health.
Later in the show, we look at Denton's famous spots for graduation pictures.
And how you can get an Adidas endorsement without being a professional athlete.
Hey, listen to my flow to save some H2O. This my water rhyme, and this is how it goes. First, turn off the sink and take some time to think. When you waste water, our supply shrinks. When you take a shower, not more than an hour. Shoot for 10 minutes and save water power. Use a reusable bottle, smart like Aristotle. Ditch all the plastic and be a role model. And that was my H2O flow. Please remember how it goes, because if you don't, Earth will go, oh no!
So Hannah, do you have a dog?
I sure do. My fur baby is a rescue that I named Biscuit.
Well, you're in luck because today is National Puppy Day. And while that sounds great, it's also a serious issue.
Let's go back to Gabby Carden, who is near one of the dog parks here in Denton, with more on that side of the story. Gabby?
Thanks, Hannah and Andrew. Now, today is National Puppy Day, but the Animal Welfare Organization is still having a tough time with the number of animals in need. Animal adoption centers like these are having trouble finding homes for those loving pets. Now, to find new homes, it is hard, and these animals in jeopardy have a lot going through. So it's important to understand what exactly the issues are. Each year, about 1 million animals are euthanized. About 700,000 animals who enter the shelters as strays are returned back to their owners. And of the dogs entering shelters, about 48% are adopted and 20% are euthanized. It is important for us to take this into consideration when we do choose getting a pet. And coming to animal shelters like these will help these animals in need find a loving home. That's all I have for now. Back to you guys at the desk.
Well, the end of the semester is in sight, which could only mean one thing: graduation pictures. ntTV's Nathan Mayer has more.
Seniors, there are a few things left to do before the sun sets on your final chapter at UNT. One of the most important things to do is capture your time spent here. Senior pictures are a great way to do that, and some of the best places at UNT and around the city of Denton are there. You just have to find them.
I don't ever get my picture taken, and so I figured this will probably be the last time for a while. It's nice to have professional photos, and my friend is taking them, so just for fun.
When it comes to taking good shots, we have a few tips to look your picture perfect best. First, make sure you have multiple outfits.
I brought 4 outfits.
Make sure you pick the right time of day to take your pictures.
Golden hour, absolutely.
and maybe most importantly, the location to take your pictures. Now, of course, you're going to want to get plenty of pictures here at UNT, but I bet some of your favorite memories happened off campus in the city of Denton. One of the most iconic in the city is the Old Alton Bridge, also known as Goatman's Bridge. It's been around since 1884 and is a great place to take rustic-inspired photos. In and around the square offers many great picture-taking locations, including the Elvis mural, the mural outside of the recycled bookstore, the hidden purple door, and many others. And what would senior pictures be without at least one in front of the Denton Courthouse, one of the most well-known spots in Denton? Regardless of where you take your pictures, there's one thing to remember. Smile big because you did it. Congratulations, graduates.
Adidas is getting one of the college athletes' endorsement games in a big way. It's getting in on it. But instead of going after the high-profile players, it's going after thousands of them. The company announced Wednesday it's creating a program for up to 50,000 college athletes to become paid endorsers for the brand. No word on how much the athletes will be getting, but it'll be open to college athletes at 109 Division I schools, making Adidas the first major sport brand to create a program for paying college athletes. All of this, of course, comes at the heels of the Supreme Court's decision last year that opened the door for college athletes to make money off their likeness and image. Now, Hannah, university athletes aren't the only one continuing the money trend.
That's right, Andrew. Our sports anchor Jeremiah Russo has some exciting updates across 3 different leagues.
Thanks, guys. We have had a crazy week in the offseason, so don't go anywhere.
I really liked it. Yeah, so we have to watch the next one before next class, right? We do? I think so, but it's not on Netflix and it's not on Hulu, so... Man, I don't want to pay for that. So what do we do?
You think there's a place we could go to get the movie?
I'm not sure, maybe?
Oh, there's a place to get the movie.
Oh?
Really?
Yeah, it's right here on campus. Come on, I'll show you.
I'm Kennedy, the president of Black Film Club, and what I love about BFC is the atmosphere and the members. The family feel that we have in our club is really genuine. What about you, Bree?
My name is Bree. I'm the vice president of Black Film Club, and what I love about Black Film Club is it's a small but close, like, little family. You know, I feel like a lot of times when you go to a PWI, it's hard to find like a black community that share the same interests in you. So I'm very blessed and grateful to have, found my family.
What I would say I like about Black Film Club is obviously the environment that it sets for everybody. I love the officers. I've been rocking with basically all of them since day one, since freshman year. We all came in here at the same time, all got involved with Black Film Club at the same time. So it's been a nice community to grow with, and then seeing new members come, seeing them get interested, seeing how they like Black film. Teaching them what we can teach them before we leave, and giving them the mantle to take over. It's a blessing.
The NFL offseason has been one to remember, as we now have 9 Pro Bowlers traded this month, with the report this morning that wide receiver Tyreek Hill was traded to the Miami Dolphins. The Kansas City Chiefs are getting in return 5 draft picks, including a 2022 first and second round pick. The Dolphins also re-signed Hill to a 4-year, $120 million contract, making him the highest paid wide receiver in NFL history. As for the green basketball season is over, the talk of the town has been that head coach Grant McCastle will leave North Texas to coach another team, with the frontrunner being SMU. However, as of 4 hours ago, multiple sources have reported that McCastle will not move to SMU. SMU's head coach reportedly made $2 million this season, while McCastle's base salary is $600,000. The Dallas Stars shined bright as they battled hard against the Edmonton Oilers last night with a 5-3 victory at the American Airlines Center. Jake Ottinger shined bright along with Jason Robertson and Joe Pavelski, landing all over the score sheet. The Stars now have control over the second wild card spot, and to help their cause, both acquired Vladislav Nemestikov and Scott Wedgwood this past Monday. The Stars are back in action this Thursday against the Carolina Hurricanes in North Carolina. That's all I got for sports. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks, Jeremiah.
Well, Andrew, I don't know about you, but it seems like a great day to take my dog Biscuit out on a walk.
You're right, Hannah. And Gabby is out with a special friend to tell us more. Gabby?
You're absolutely right. For any of those pet owners out there, should you take your dog for a walk right now? I think absolutely yes. The wind is a little bit of a struggle, but the temperature is amazing, and I think Chaco can approve of that. Chaco, what do you think about the walking temperatures right now? Oh, he's standing silent. I didn't give him his treat yet. Let's give that to him. That's all I have for you guys tonight. Thanks for watching. Back to you guys at the desk.
Well, Chaco sure had a lot to say, don't you think?
Yes, such a cute dog.
Well, thanks for watching ntTV Nightly News.
Join us again tomorrow night at 6 p.m. here on North Texas Television.
Or actually